Welcome to Warren 2009 Fantasy Football, the show.
Hey, Josh. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
I'm just trying to say, Louis, I played you 3 times this year. 3 times! And I think the lowest score you put up against me was 152. I was not worthy. I am not worthy, man.
That was a freak out day. We both were.
Oh, yeah.
And then it got to the point where it was like,
okay, this is
okay.
yeah. I can't remember what it was in our matchup, but I think I texted you at one point and said, okay, that's it. Right?
It could have been like one of the Zeke touchdowns or something.
Oh, yeah, because they were a different, they were the night game or something, or the 3 o'clock games. And Zeke did everything he needed to on that first drive. You were already up by like 30 points. I was like, that's it, okay? That's it, right? Like, I know Kamara put up 55 on you last year, but there's no way. That was good. Well done, Lou. Well done to Eric. The 2 finalists. Hot diggity! It's championship week.
Man, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Such a lineup.
It's been
yeah. Okay. It's been a wild ride, man. Like this time last year, we were
Welp.
And now you turned that completely around. You're competing for all the money, and on your opponent on the other side of the ball here, true Cinderella story, going from 0-4 to the championship. This is probably one of the more exciting championships I've seen in a hot minute. I mean, Danny, you won 4 in a row, so none of that. Whatever. This is it. This is the year. Speaking of the commissioner, you're not at the top. You're at the bottom.
Ooh wee! Ouch! Doink!
Down at the bottom. Oh man! And his opponent, he tried to tickle his way out of there, but
the tickle monster got him.
The tickle monster got him. Tickle my pit, man. I think, okay, now, Louis, help me out here. Remind me. Is this the first time Lyjak's in the actual Sacco Bowl? I don't think he's ever been in the bowl. He's been in the tournament, but he always wins that first week, from what I'm remembering here.
As far as I can remember, and as far as I can remember, it's Danny's first time down there, too. I think we have 2 Sacco versions.
No, Danny was the first year. Danny was the first Sacco, and he got off with a 2-2 at Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, yeah.
But still, though, it's been a long time since he's even been in the Sacco tournament. Now he's all the way at the bowl himself. This is exciting, man. I'm excited for you. If there was any team, Louis, that I wanted to beat me, it was my
co-host.
My co-host here, my former Sacco Bowl contender.
A true, yeah, dude. I mean, we both Cinderella stories in their own right, from worst to first over the year, and then from last to playoffs this year. And Eric, I mean, it's a great stories. We'll get to those in a minute, but first we got to take a minute just to spread our love and our appreciation for 2 individuals that stepped up and did a lot of work to help get this show going. Namely, 2 of the Scotts, 2 out of 3 Scotts, Scott Dale and Scott Lyjak. Thank you.
Yes.
Sincerely from your weekly, and Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill has to be
yes.
thanked. His weekly emails, stat analysis from the both of them, and
Yeah.
making these sick ass hats, two
Oh.
of a kind, three of a kind, maybe. I don't know how many were made.
I don't know either. There might be a secret one out there. It might be going into a museum someday. It's possible. When Lyjak becomes his own curator, it'll go in a museum.
It
But
sure
yeah,
will.
guys, thank you so much. You guys kind of propel the show along each and every week. We're really glad to have you. I mean, last year, you guys both were super involved again. Like, thank you for always
Truly.
stepping up, man, and being there. And shout out to all of you guys as well. You guys clear out your schedules whenever you can to join the show. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. We appreciate it. Friendly reminder. Speaking of the stat man, friendly reminder, we did send out that message there. The couple of ballots.
The polls.
The polls.
Ballots.
The surveys. Guys, make sure you get that in.
Questionnaires.
We do have something big planned for that. It's going to be fun. And by big, I mean it's just another video. It's nothing too special. Come on, man.
But bigger. If you watch it on a bigger screen, it's bigger.
It's bigger. Oh, let's all go to Lyjax and watch it on the projector. That's what I think we should do.
Ooh.
All right, but yeah, guys, just remember, go for that. But I mean, we just kind of talked about the finalists, but let's back it up and go back to last week, week 16.
Yes.
This was an exciting week, man.
An exciting week. Let's get out of the way. Your fifth place. CMC can go fuck himself. Taking it down. Actually scoring quite a bit. Just too little too late. Let's start at the bottom of the Sacco. Well, we all know who the two contestants are. Sacking off, taking down Dak Street's back. Only putting up, finally, hey, look at you, putting over 100 points, guys. All of us.
Yeah.
Wow, we did it. We all did it.
Yeah.
Oh, but you got yours handed to you. 143, 121. Dak Street's back going to the sack.
Oh,
Tickle
my God.
my Pittman. Ooh, wee, sacks up. Boy, did he ever. Oh, he scored the most points last week. 156. Well done, sir.
He made a statement, man.
Over the 114, he said, I do not want to be in that cage.
Not again. The memory's still too fresh.
So we got Dak Street's sack. I just noticed it.
I just noticed that too.
Oh, Tickle My Pittman. You got to change Tickle My Sack, man. Okay. In seriousness.
What if it's Sackle My Pittman?
Ooh, Sacco My Sack, man.
The sack, man.
A lot of options. A lot of options there, Lyjack.
Yeah, we laid it out there for you. Pick one. Okay.
And then going back up to the top, the tip top, the cream of the crop, the championship race. On their way off the rails of Crady Train, taking down Berrios and Cream. 133, 114. That Miami defense.
Yes.
He had to start him, and they came through. Big
Did
time.
they? Man, nicely done.
And then yours truly, newly named Week 17, Gayoffs 3, Endgame. Taking down Mixon Cup of Herbs, 155, 108. It was, on paper,
on paper, it was nice.
A blowout, and it inversed, which kind of has me worried. Foreshadow for this week.
You know, I got to say, I mean, like I said, we played each other 3 times this year. It was always an exciting matchup. I do got to give a shout out to my squad. I love my squad. Probably one of the best squads I've ever drafted. Never, even during my bye week, did I drop sub 100. I love my squad. Thank you, squad.
Thank you, squad.
I will never forget you. All right. Hell yeah.
All hail Cooper Cup.
Cup. Guys, we're here. It's week 17. Week 17. 2 games. Yes, we got a 7th place game and a 3rd place game.
But
I'm going to win 3rd place. I don't care, whatever. But we really wanted to bring on
the true men of the hour.
The true men of the hour here. That's
the ones biting their nails. At this point, they're biting their fingers.
Some of them are biting their sackos.
They're articulating.
Hello, everyone.
Hello!
Hey, he made it!
I made it.
Daniel to come
Yeah,
in.
but you can't see me.
All right.
Must-
Let's make this quick because I don't want to be here.
You don't want to be here. Too bad. This video is planned to be an hour long, so buckle up.
Is it cold where you're at, Danny?
What's that?
Is it cold where you're at, Danny?
Remember this?
It's cold everywhere. No, I was working in the garage and my hair's all messed up.
Oh,
So I
Yeah,
put the hat on.
Were you in the garage working on how to expand the cage for you next year?
Yeah. I'm
Getting his
welding an
welder's
extension.
license.
Yeah.
Yeah. I already got it. I'm good.
Wow.
Lyjack, I see you're representing Justin Tucker there.
Yep.
Oh, very nice.
Potential next year keeper.
Gotta plan ahead.
Yeah.
Always 4D chess with you, Lyjack. Always. Eric, also, Cinderella story, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Feels really good. We're on a hot streak right now. I can't say that my team feels like it's peaking at the moment, but we're still here.
But we're
Show
still
them
here.
your glass slippers that you've been wearing all week in honor of your Cinderella story.
You weren't supposed to tell them about those.
Oh, sorry.
Did you
Also,
buy
I think I left one on some steps outside of a ball recently.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
You know, I did see a pumpkin.
He bought them for $2 bills.
On a wheel.
That's what ended up happening.
That's my pumpkin.
He's
That's
waiting
your
for
pumpkin.
Adrian Peterson to show up and put it on his foot.
No, he's in the Sacco Bowl.
I don't want to hear that. No. He's gone. He's been cut.
He's been cut. It's
$25 later. However much it was.
So,
No, I didn't spend that on him. Scott Ranicky did.
Oh, he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
And then he cut him almost immediately.
And look where that got him.
yeah, nowhere. Just like in the actual NFL.
Poor guy.
Guys, I wanted to ask a question here. Can anybody remember? I know Lyjack has been in the Sacco tournament before. Is this his first time in the actual bowl?
I feel like
Jack,
it is.
maybe you remember. Do you
It
remember?
is. It is.
You've always,
Yeah.
always
I was-
skated by when you've made it in.
Yeah, I was on a solid hot streak where I would sneak into playoffs and then lose immediately, or if I was in the Sacco, I think it was last year I beat Louis to send him down into the bowl.
That sounds about
but
right.
Every time I've been in contention for it, I've always won out that first week.
Last year I beat
Scott.
Josh to send him to the Sacco Bowl, so now here me and Scott are.
How fitting.
Part of me actually though, I do have a vendetta against you, Danny, because in the Chicago League, you beat me by 0.1, and that cost me $150 worth of first place. So that 0.1, so part of me was like, you know what, I'm gonna let Matt win, so that way I can come down and send you to the cage myself.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Might end up there yourself.
could be a risky player. Yes. And Eric, how happy are you right now, man? I know you're. I vividly remember one of the first times we had you on the show this year. You really didn't want to be on the show.
No.
No.
Was I 0-4 at that point?
Yes, you were.
Why am I here? Why did you even pick me?
Why did you pick this game?
Well, Louis clued me into this, that the point of all of our success just goes back to that trade we make of the draft picks. Set us up for this whole situation here.
Oh, big.
Destiny. It was destiny.
It was destiny.
Destiny has bound us together, Louis.
Yes. It sure has, Eric. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
While I have you all here, what are the payouts again for this thing? I can't even remember.
Oh, yeah. I was going to send a text to everyone tomorrow because I still, with the exception of you, Scott, I think you already paid me, but everyone else still has to. It's, as of right now, it's still second place gets money back, winner takes the rest.
Oh,
I
cool.
think going forward, we should talk about next year maybe doing a third place payout now that it's a bigger pot. But since well, no, not this year, Josh.
Wait, I don't get like backtracking on the money.
No.
there?
But yeah, for this year, it'll still be 900, 100.
Okay.
But
I thought it was
Louis-
winner takes all, but I'm happy with that, too.
Second gets money back. Louis, Eric, I won't have you guys Venmo me because whoever comes in second will just break even, and then winner
I might have already. I can't remember. No, I didn't.
No, I didn't.
It's not. He's not in his
That
QuickBooks.
was the only one who
Didn't keep
did.
track.
Yeah, he went through with a fine tooth comb.
I
He's
didn't
like,
ask, and I don't all season.
Louis sent me $100, but it could be for something else.
Yeah. I was on the subscription base. I was sending you $1 a day for 100 days. So
Oh,
Oh,
smart.
Yes.
boy.
For what?
just to be, yeah, you want my 100? Here you go, man.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, there you go.
$1 every day.
That's just for you, Lijak.
You should go the $2 bill route. Those are big,
Ooh,
very
only
popular.
50 of those.
Yeah, those are worth more than $2 now, I think.
Yeah, it's like $2, $2.02, I think.
Buy
Whoa.
a pair of glass slippers with them.
Inflation.
Yeah,
Inflation.
You can start a fire with them too, and that's invaluable. So I don't know.
True. Yeah.
Or you could like light a cigar with it, and then you'd be really fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Mr. Moneybags. Oh.
So you already have plans for your $2 bill, Eric. I got you.
I don't even think it was in my wallet for more than 2 hours before I spent it.
No, I thought you were gonna
What did you
frame
say
it. That was so crisp.
I did a special order to the bank, so I have a fat stack of $2 bills that I've just been slowly dishing out.
is that true?
Yeah. At one point,
I didn't think that you could.
at one point I looked at my wallet and I was going to buy a burrito, and I was like, I can't pay in only $2 bills because that would waste too many of them. So I ended up paying with a card, so that way I could keep the $2 bills, and then I gave him one as a tip.
Oh,
This
Yeah,
is fake money, sir.
He's like,
From Monopoly. I honestly, Lijak, I could see you doing that to just random people on the subway, just handing them a $2.
I was approached by a homeless man, and I gave him the $2 bill. He was like, whoa, lucky. I was like, yep.
This sounds great. Yeah, okay, so guys, let's get back to football. We have a game of the week. It is not the bottom game, so we're going to start with Ticklebop Hitman and Dak Street's back.
I want to talk about it.
Oh, you have to talk about it.
Look at all those
Now-
Q tags.
In fact, now you're talking about it first, Danny. You're talking
Yeah,
about it. Okay.
I got yep, Louis right. I got a lot of cues here. None are particularly worrisome to me right now. I think everyone will play. But anything can happen. You don't know. I'm not confident by any means. When I look at my team compared to Scott's, I feel like top to bottom, I probably have a little more talent. But the thing that scares me with Scott's team is that Mahomes-Kelsey matchup.
We got popability.
That could be good for 70 points. And if that happens, I'm done.
I mean,
If Aaron Jones does sit too, that would be a huge swing for the matchup.
Yeah. With
oh, yeah.
Scott
Yeah.
Dillon for sure.
Yeah,
If he
absolutely.
plays, though, I feel like that timeshare has gotten a little closer than it should be. Aaron Jones has not had a great year.
No, not as of, well, yeah.
Eh.
But as of recently, it really has almost become, it's like Aaron Jones for the drive, A.J. Dillon for the next drive.
Mhm.
And then they've just been like splitting.
And Dillon gets all the red zone or goal line stuff at least.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for to sneak in there. See, the thing that I'm worried about is I have a lot of rain cloud tags on my players. You have all the questions.
Oh my God, that's insane.
I've got a lot of rain percentages.
A lot of rain. A little bit rain coming your way.
Yes, rain clouds and then 2 normal clouds. What are those
Yeah.
mean?
I need
Just an
participation, not precipitation out of my players right here. This is,
Did you write that one earlier? You
I
have that
did.
one
I
waiting?
have a couple other little taglines that I wrote here for. I'll share them throughout.
I don't care for this fancy wordplay.
Too much.
You wrote a haiku?
I'm noticing a bit of strategy here too, where it seems like maybe Josh, outside of you, Danny and Scott were the only two to not change their team names all year. But Danny has made that change.
The change. I needed a change.
Deck Streets, yeah.
Yeah, we were
that till now. It's a good.
yeah, we were guessing what name that you could switch it to, and it's either Tickle My Sack Man or
Tackle my pit.
Oh,
Kill My Pit.
maybe I will in honor.
Yeah, I mean,
Tickle My Sack
what do you got
Man.
to lose, Lijak?
I was
That's good to
glad
see.
though that that I don't. Maybe I should have changed my name halfway through the year because at one point there were like half of the league was had their name referring to the cage or being in the Sacco, and they're not even here. And I'm like,
That's
I
true.
probably
In
I
fact,
should have
one of
made a
them's
name
going for
change halfway through.
$900.
Most of the teams that did that didn't actually make it in.
Yeah, you know what they are, Danny? They're posers. They
Yeah.
want to be us. They can't be though.
Yeah, it
I
should
could
be.
have been. I could have been.
So are
Yeah.
you going to conform or not?
Yeah.
We'll find out soon. Okay, so A.J. Brown last week. How excited were you that A.J. Brown went off on his first game back? Do you think it's going to happen again?
Of course, I liked it on Thursday night, but Sunday night it
And
didn't
then
matter so
Sunday night-
much. I was legit like, okay, good start. Things got to go pretty poorly for me at this point.
No way, I'm going to lose.
You-
I mean, it wasn't like a 50 burger where I'm like, there's no way I lose, but I was still like, great start. And then Scott's team,
oh, they said
what they did.
my beer. Yeah.
Very much took
Do you
off.
think it's going to happen again against Mike?
Also, no, I don't think he'll go for 30 again, but I think he'll probably have a decent game.
Also, what? What were you going to say? I'll cut you off.
I don't remember. I think it was about Scott's team, but I can't remember.
Oh,
So
Scott.
engaged, I've lost my train of thought. Not Scott Lyjack, Scott Ranicky.
Yes, not Randy. How he probably should have been down here in this on the
Actually-
phone call.
If the Redskins put up halfway more of a decent effort, I probably would have gotten a lot more from Dak, and it would have been a little more interesting. But
I don't know who these
Done it
Redskins
half.
are that you're talking about.
the football team,
In the football.
Okay.
WFT.
Really beat up on the
WFT.
football team. I'm like, who? What football team? Oh, Washington.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They changed the name. Debo Samuel. Jack, how confident are you?
That scares me too.
Oh man, he's honestly going to be I think the saving grace. He's the most consistently solid throughout the season. I think for me, because even Mahomes and Kelsey, they didn't really fully connect. They had a couple big games, and of course, one of them they decided to be the bye week coming up into here, which did not help at all.
He's had 2 single-digit games all year.
Yeah,
The man has just
and
been going off.
He is. He's
So, like, it doesn't help that he's also getting, like, not only is he receiving, but he's getting a good amount of touches on the ground, too.
Yeah. So he's the star of the show right now. So I need him to really kind of pull through a little bit with everything, and and then just hopefully get a couple Mahomes Kelsey connect touchdowns during that time, so that way I could double up those points. But I don't have as much confidence in them as I used to, as you see, because I'm repping the Tucker instead of the Mahomes for this one.
Traitor.
I got more faith in the leg than I do the arm.
Yeah, that's really your triangle of guys there that I feel like could be my downfall. Those
Yeah.
3.
I need dependable appendages.
Dependable.
What did I say?
Listen.
All right. So let's start at the championship side of this here, the actual champions here. Who do you got winning this Sacco tournament? Who do you got actually being the Sacco?
Oof. Right now, I'm picking Lyjack to win the game.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for
I-
believing in me again.
Would like to see some kind of name change. Maybe we can get a couple of sacks in the name, like a Sackle My Sack Man, or even like a Sackle My Sack could be good.
Sack.
What if it's
Sack,
like a
sack,
sickle
sack,
my
man.
pit sack?
That's pretty good.
Oh, my sack, man.
So this pick is relying on it that the name will be changed, but assuming that, I will also pick Scott.
Okay. And then Scott, do you have faith in your team?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Pits
Scott,
up. Pits up.
are up.
Pits up.
And check that off. Okay. And Danny, do you have faith in your team?
No, and I'll tell you why. Every time that you brought me on this show this year, I've picked myself, and I've lost every single time that I have. So I'm also picking Scott.
Oh.
Oh, good stuff.
Oh.
I don't want that.
Heck you, that.
Fantastic. Well, we're just going to do an overwhelming Elijah. I mean, you don't have your Tampa Bay wide receivers anymore, so you're going to lose.
Nope, because of COVID. Okay,
If there is
get in
if there
bed.
is a draw, what happens? Do we both have to be in the cage?
Both in
Absolutely.
the same cage, yeah.
Same case.
Split
Or
time, or
butt
we
two
stuff you.
cages up to each other.
One cage and one shared costume, so you'll probably do the horse thing for both of you.
Yeah.
Who's going to be in the ass?
And then whoever got the lowest points throughout the year has to be the ass.
That's right.
Yes.
I like how we are
Who does beers and then
covering
in that area.
ties.
Third to last.
Oh man.
Third to last
Oh.
has to clean the horse.
That's
With a pressure washer. 250 psi only.
Somehow I'm gonna end up sticker bitching this after all this.
You know what? I accept your volunteer's tribute. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you for deciding now. It makes it easier for.
we'll take it to a court of law. We'll see what happens. All right, we'll move on. Off the rails of the Crady train. Only one name change for you too, isn't that right, Eric? Just the one.
One name change, and it spurred a 5-game winning streak.
Yes, it did.
And I've had 17.
17!
You get name changes.
Week
And it's worth
17,
for you.
Chaos 3 Endgame. Very appropriately named. Good stuff.
Thank you. I had to take out part 3 because the character count.
For shame. Oh well, guys, this is the matchup. We'll move over to Lyjack and Danny. What are your thoughts on this matchup here?
I mean, I gotta applaud Eric for sticking through with it. I mean, you blew Heiser out of the record for most moves, which he's normally the consistently highest. And I mean, he ended up being even the second highest. But you made 64 moves throughout this year in order to keep your team afloat. Heiser is second highest at 53. Louis, you dropped down. You were only 28. Like, you were one of the lower move makers for changing your team up. So kind of crazy to see a little bit different ends of the spectrum both meeting there. But so I applaud your tenacity there, Eric, to kind of stick with it and not give up on the team.
Can I
Thanks,
jump in?
Scott. It's been a grind.
Can I jump in, Lyjack?
Yeah.
You only made 13 moves.
Yeah, and it, as you can see, it didn't help.
It did not help. All right, back to the matchup.
Wait, was 13 the least? I don't have it up in front of me.
Yeah, I just looked it up.
Yes. The problem is I have too much faith in my players, and it was so hard to let some of them go, and I mean, I got screwed out of the get go with Dobbins going out IR before anything even happened, and
Second round pick or something?
yeah, first was Kelsey, Dobbins second, Mahomes was third, and they just all three of those first 3 round picks could not fall through, but
Yeah. You got such a good draft grade, too. You don't really want to let any of those guys go.
precisely. But also, Eric had, I think, one of the best pickups throughout the year with Cordarrelle Patterson. I think that was that's what I voted for in Scott Dale's award
Thanks,
survey.
Scott. Every vote counts.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was good.
Get out and
$11
vote.
pickup for everything that he could do.
I
Yeah.
mean, I see. This is great. Ronald Jones, the second, ending up in the championship game. Never thought I'd see the day.
I would like
Fantastic.
to mention this real quick. Tom Brady was the number 1 fantasy player in our league for the whole year until last week when none other than Josh Allen took over that position. So we got the number 1 and 2 overall fantasy player going at it.
Tom's not going to like that.
Is it going to
He's
come
gonna take it
down
back.
to which QB?
I think he's going to take it back.
Maybe.
I think the QBs will be a wash. I think it'll come down to everything else.
Hold on. Okay. Eric, did you strategically go out and pick up all of Louis' backups?
I was like, wait, Williams, no. And then who was it? Oh,
Osborne.
Osborne. I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
You know what I'm doing, Lewis.
Moves ahead.
4D chess over
And I was like, fine, play him.
I'm
See
64
what happens.
moves ahead of all of you.
here. Yeah, 64 move. Isn't the move cap 65 in our league?
I was planning to pick up Nick Folk, but I needed to keep one extra move open for this week.
Is it really? I feel like that cap should be increased. That's not like I mean, it's a lot of moves.
It's
but-
a lot of moves.
It's a lot of moves.
Yeah.
So you literally cannot make a move if you hit that cap?
It's like
Yeah.
Wow.
But you could
It's
probably
like
you drop you
2.5
can drop.
moves
can't
per
pick up.
week.
That's a lot of moves. Yeah, that's a lot of moves. It's
You're
wheeling
gonna
and
figure
dealing for a guy.
Move each week too.
You're stuck in it liquidating only.
Yeah, that's true. Love the market.
Danny, you said the quarterbacks you think are going to be a wash?
I think so. I mean, they're
Yeah.
both, like Louis said, 1 and 2. I think they'll both have a good game.
Atlanta and the Jets.
So my thing with this matchup, I feel like Louis' team all year has been consistently high scoring.
Yeah.
I'd have to fact check this, but I don't feel like you had a ton of like duds.
I think I had maybe 2 games under
Yeah.
100.
And it's tough because Eric's team, on the other hand, can either go for 200, but could also give you 90. So it's hard to predict this one.
Comes
But I'll
down
go
to
with-
what Boston
I think I'll-
Scott has to do.
Yes. I think I'll go with Louis on this one.
Oh, vote for Lou. Chaos.
Vote for Lou is a point. Vote for you. It's a
Yeah,
working motto. I don't
Don't
know.
lie to me.
Working slogan.
Don't lie to me.
I heard you.
That's great. That's great. I agree that Eric's team does go up and down, but when they go up, they go really up.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
I know
tough
it.
part about this.
What kind of a win streak are you on right now, Eric? Because you had to win like 3 weeks out of the playoffs to get to here.
Yeah, I won 5 straight. And
Five.
I was just looking at that actually. You had a 5-game winning streak, and I think Chet had a 4-game winning streak for
Yeah.
both of you to sneak in.
They worked their asses off.
Yeah,
And
they
I've
did.
done it all without having one good wide receiver on my team for the entire year.
Yeah, that might be the way to go. I loaded up on too many good receivers, and it didn't work for me.
And it did not work very well. Well, 2 of them were on the same team. That's a tough one.
Yeah, but they weren't both supposed to start. One of the ones I drafted.
That is kind
started.
of a funny COVID tactic, where it's like if you buckle down on one team and then that team gets COVID, you're out of all those players. So that is kind of
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, my problem was I had too many Buccaneers and I had too many Broncos.
Yes, you did.
mhm.
I feel like I'm still waiting for whatever surprise COVID news is going to come out like
Yeah.
Saturday or like Sunday. And so I feel like someone in these matchups is going to lose a big player, and it's going to be detrimental.
I'm scared.
He's scared now. You scared Eric, man.
Yeah.
He's scared.
Shaking in my boots over here.
All right, Lyjack, what do you got for this matchup?
Honestly, I think the most intriguing matchup, position here is going to be what your guys' tight ends are going to do. Kind of like this tight end, the Kittle and Andrews matchup there, and I think that's going to be a big kind of deciding factor of which one of those power TEs kind of comes through for you guys.
Do we know if Lamar Jackson's going to start this week?
Honestly, it doesn't
I thought I heard
freaking
that he
matter.
was. I thought I heard that he was.
Because when
Or I heard
he
practiced.
hasn't been in,
No.
Andrews has been like targeted so many times.
So you don't want him to play.
Like, I would rather not. Like the guy last week did just fine.
Now that I'm
Josh
looking at it,
Johnson
yeah,
or whatever.
Kittle's projected almost 16. Andrews is projected just over 14. That
Yahoo
is.
has disrespected Andrews all year with those projections.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
Yahoo-
Like, yeah, 10
That-
points, maybe. We'll see. 40 points. Oh, yeah, we'll upgrade him to like, I don't know, 10.5 maybe.
Kittle has been a perfect representation of my team with either 2-point games or 40-point weeks.
We're taking a whole
That's
like
fair.
IR experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the season. Yeah.
Early season retirements. Let's do some of those.
That hits too close to home there. Yeah.
But yeah, but I mean, looking at these two teams, I mean, I got a lot of faith for Eric's like team gonna go off. Cordell Patterson, Allen, Kittle, Harris, big fan of Harris and everything. But when I look at every single player here on the board, I think by far the worst one there is Boston Scott, and that's on Eric's team, and for that reason I'm out.
Wait,
I'm gonna choose you.
this is
For
a
the
Scott
winner.
voting against a Scott. That's
Yeah,
terrible.
it's not often that it happens, but
Great first name, though.
I feel like I've had him on my team once before, and he's just let me down so many times. And to see him in a championship and just among all of these other like I think Jones is like double what Boston can be, and it's like so I think that's tough. If you get a good game out of Boston, then you have a
call.
chance, but I don't think he's going to do much for you. I think you got to upgrade that position to have a chance.
I can't make any more moves, Scott.
Ronald Jones really played well last week with Fournette being out.
He did.
That could be big for you.
It looks like that game might be a little sloppy, too.
Maybe.
Got a rain cloud.
Yep.
You have a lot of rain
You guys
clouds
are-
too. Holy shit, you have more than Jack.
Yeah, you guys are pretty even with your rain clouds there.
6 for 7.
Yeah.
A little bit rain.
Does that scare you, Scott?
Yeah. What's going to be nice is I'm going to be at the Bears game on Sunday, so hopefully for
You're
a
going?
lot of other crazy big plays, I won't see them. And if all of a sudden things get bad, well, then I can just watch a bad team live that's not myself.
Are you excited to watch the Bears and the Giants? I turned down
You know
3
what?
tickets this week. I didn't want to do it.
If it depends on how all my matchups are going with my other championship game and the Sacco one, and so I can be cold and drunk watching the Bears as opposed to being warm on a couch and crying.
Fair.
That's fair.
I should have taken the tickets. We could have met up and been miserable together.
Oh, that would have been
Ah,
fun.
misery
Worth
loves
watching.
company.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right, Eric, what do you got for this matchup here? Your own matchup.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick ourselves. We don't need anybody else to believe in us. This is how it's been all year. Honestly, it's kind of a badge of honor at this point, and really, we wouldn't have it any other way.
All right, and Louis?
Yeah, I'm picking my squad.
He's picking his
Again,
squad.
I think I picked him all year.
Eric, I think your team, just like the amount of moves you make, is so close to tipping over and spilling over. It could happen here with all that rain. I don't know. You could drop a 70-point week this week.
I might do it.
Who knows?
But you could also put up 180 points. I don't understand. But you have too many Boston Scott, Ronald Jones, who did okay. But I don't know, man. Darrell
like the
Williams,
Jones
Darrell
type.
Williams, I don't know, man.
But he's got
Uh,
Cordero.
I
That
know
makes
he's
up for it.
for everything.
Who'd have thought?
Not me.
No, not me. I drafted Mike Davis. I didn't think.
I said it earlier in this video before you guys got on. I played Louis 3 times this year, and the lowest score he put up against me was 152. I'm voting Louis. He's got this.
That's impressive.
We'll see.
Yeah, he
We'll
smacked
see.
me around all season long. So I just got to give him my vote. But it's going to be
Also, Antonio Brown is the only Buccaneers receiver left, so that's big for you too.
Yeah, I hated since week 6. I hated that I kept holding on to him.
But it
I was like,
worked.
I should just drop him. But now here I am. I'm like, oh my god, I need a wide receiver. Oh, perfect.
And then all the other Tampa wide receivers
Yeah,
went out.
Miracle.
You know, if we kind of lean back and really think about it, it is kind of like a battle of the Cinderella stories. Considering Louis, you were in the cage this
Yeah,
year,
that's
and
true.
now look at you. So really, I think this is the battle for who gets to wear the gown at the end of the night.
I'll tell you what, the cage
Bell
motivates
of
a
the
man.
ball.
The cage
Cage.
motivates a man.
Certainly does.
Certainly does. All right, guys, this is it. Week 17. Good luck to all of you.
Yes.
Every last one of you. One of you four is going to end up in a cage. That's going to be fun.
One of
One of us, two.
Yeah, whatever.
And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get semantics. I get your point.
Yeah, semantics.
Jackass.
Love you guys. Thanks for joining us, especially on the last week of the season. We really appreciate it. Best of luck to you guys. And as always,
Don't get eliminated.
Go Sports.
Go
Go
Spurs.
Spurs.
You don't.
Words to live by.
All right,
Have a
boys.
good night, guys.
Yep, you guys too.
Go Sports!
Go Sports. Go Sports Media. Wow, it's just getting good.
Exit music.
Exit music. He's got to be playing that when he enters the cage at the beginning of next season. That exact song.
Well,
Louis, this is it, man.
there you have it.
There we go. This is week 17, the end of fantasy football for this year.
Crazy.
Crazy. Guys, thank you so much for joining us each and every week. Louis, yeah, thank you for the exact same. All right, yeah.
Let's go do this thing, man. Let's go do it.
There's no other words. This is it. No other words. Louis.
Go Sports.
Sports.